Alright everybody, it's BrickBuilder here. Welcome back to Blaze Realm on Eternal Elements, my very own faction server. And today, I'm going to be showing you guys the best way for starters to make money, or for new players to earn a vast quantity of money. Because as you can see, we have lots of competition here on the battle top. So what you're going to want to do this most effective money strategy is just first come to an area, open area. Then you're gonna do /F. Go to the shop, block shop, buy menu. And you're gonna want to buy some precious little diamond ores. Now that cost us a decent amount of money, almost 13,000-ish. But it's not a bad amount. I mean, yes, it does cost 13,000, which you do have to get initially. But you can do it by getting slightly less than a stack. And then you're gonna want to pillar up. And then what you do is you take a fortune pickaxe. You definitely want fortune. If it's not fortune, you're doing something wrong here. You need to have fortune on your pickaxe. It's going to be really useful to have, and it's going to make this money strategy really actually work for you, which is the important part, because you need it to work at a point where you make a decent amount of money out of it. So it's going to be crucial to your success. Also, you do get XP out of this, which you can use for the custom enchants on the server. But then, when you were to sell these, you make a ton of money out of it. Now, also, there are slightly other ways to do it. You know, you could do it with redstone too, which is not as effective, but it does work pretty well. But this is personally my favorite way of doing it, because you just buy a bunch, and then if you have top rank, you could always fly up like this, and then boom, you know, it works pretty well. So you fly up with top rank, and then boom, you can break all of them and get all the diamonds in the world. It's also a decent way of getting XP. It works not probably as well as blazes do, but since you're earning a lot more money, you could, you know, justify it by that, because you do get a lot of money out of this, and it is probably one of the easiest $1 million you can ever get on the server. So yeah, it's pretty simple that way. Alright, but anyway, I'm gonna keep doing this, and then I'll come back to you in just a little bit. Next on the list, MCMMO, MC top, we're currently there. The next guy's at 407. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some XP mining like that. You know, you do the trees here. This is actually probably one of the best areas for this, in my opinion, because you do the trees, but then what you do is you can mine up all this stuff and get excavation points, which I really like. The strategy works very well, and we're trying to get to the top of MCMMO, so this is a great way of doing it. Now obviously these stats aren't actually really going to help us too much, like wood cutting and excavation. You're like, well, what's the point of those? They're not really super practical for PvP aspects. They're really not. For base building, they could be somewhat useful, but highly unlikely that they're more valuable than mining. But I mean, if you do look at our MC stats, they're clearly at the top of our stat list, and many of our other ones are not really focused at all. They don't really have anything at all of them. And there's a creeper. Like, you know, swords only at 31, that's a little low. We'll have to try to get that up into the hundreds at some point. We do also manage to get glowstone out of this, which does add a bit of sell value. Not nearly as much as it could be for this to turn into a effective way of getting money. We're just trying to get on the top of MCMMO, just sort of like a fun little challenge. Same with getting on the top of the battle top, just because, you know, you gotta be on the top of all these lists. And right now, I believe we're like number 3 or 4 on battle top, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we're number 3, which that is obviously pretty good. But we need to keep going on that one. So yeah. And also, for those wondering, you guys need to start using the auction house more, since you guys can do that pretty easily. The auction house is a pretty nice thing. You can put stuff on there, and then you can buy it. So yeah, definitely want to use that. It's pretty awesome. And then let's keep going here, because we can sell this stuff, but let's see how much we actually earned from that. There we go. It's $400 right there. That's another 700. The glowstone. See, we're earning a small bit of revenue out of this, so I think it's probably not really worth it, but since we did manage to increase our balance a little bit, it's worth it. I mean, we're almost at 400k, so I'll take it. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next bit. So I just found this cave and I started really exploring it. I didn't get too much stuff yet, but I figured we could just kind of do a little bit of caving just for a little bit as another way to kind of increase our mining level up a bit. And whoa. Okay, well, this is definitely a pretty cool thing right here. Not so much because I have blazes, but just because, you know, not the coal. That's not what I'm actually excited about. But in the side here, it looks like there's a spawner. Now, where's my silk touch at? Come on, I needed the silk touch. There we go. Boom. Give me that. Right there, just a nice little spawner to call my own right there. A little nice little zombie spawner. In addition to my little 5 blazes that I have stored over there. But yeah, we're definitely going to keep going here and see what we can do. And also, we could probably sell this stuff. So we might as well get that because our excavation level is actually a lot higher than anything else we have at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one of the top ones, if not the top. Yeah, it is our top in I would say enchant, but it's not really enchant. It's more of a, I guess, statistic. But here's some lapis, which you actually could use because enchanting, you know, for silk touch and fortune stuff is still a thing you gotta do. Because even with the top rank class, you don't get the fortune or silk touch just because it's all up to your preference as to which do you want. I mean, obviously you need silk touch to mine spawners, but I mean, everybody can mine spawners and buy spawners, so that'll all be cool and good there. And buying spawners is probably how most people will end up getting their spawners in the first place. So yeah. Now, it seems like there's not much stuff there for me to really do anything with. So yeah, okay. But I guess we could keep on mining, see what we manage to find. If we find anything pretty cool, there we go, some iron, you know. We'll try to get up our mining level ever so slightly. We'll work on swords and the axes, like attack axe perk, in another episode, just because we haven't really done a lot of PvP just yet. We'll be doing that pretty soon, so I'll wait for that though before we really focus a lot of that, because we still need to get like our kind of god set figured out. I mean, we kind of have a pretty good chest plate, but that's pretty much about as far as it goes. Since we got the presidential crate chest plate, we did get some pretty decent stuff out of it, you know, but we could always do better. So yeah, and what I think we might start doing is probably start working on some of our gear in a future episode. So we'll probably start doing that pretty soon. And here we go. Boom. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. But I'll see you guys in the next little clip. So now I've been grinding for quite a while, as you can see by all of these blaze rods. I guess we can just sell those. We gotta go to the shop for these. I always try to sell them like that. But you gotta go to the shop. Boom, we'll just sell them up very quickly, you know. It doesn't take that long. There we go. We just sold all of those things up. And now what we could do is now we have tons of XP, as you can see. Right there. That's like a crazy amount of XP. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be buying some level 3 enchant books. Let's see, what did we get as book number 1? Energizing 5. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to throw that on there in just a little second. We'll probably put that on there in no time. And then also now we could go get book number 2. What are we going to get? Anything good? Charge 5. Wow, we got lots of good ones there, actually. We got 2 already. And now I'm thinking we could either wait and get another level 3 when we get there, or we could almost go level 2. Not really sure which is more important, but I think maybe we'll just go with a really low level one just for the heck of it, because it's like, why not, you know? There we go. What do we get? Hardened 2. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, so yeah. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna need to buy some iron, because we're gonna be crafting an anvil, just because this is how you put the enchants on. You guys can use an anvil, then you click on this. I'm gonna put energizing onto this, so you know, do that, and boom, then it should go on pretty easily. But we got a couple enchants there, And what we're going to probably do is between episodes, I'll probably get a couple or a ton, and I'll be throwing them all into this chest here, because I would like to start working on some god armor / weapons in the next episode or so. Very soon, we're definitely going to be doing that. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode of Minecraft Action Storm, make sure to drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys in another video, and hopefully you guys use the money strat. Bye!